What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Unfortunately, a couple of parts we have on order for this car are lost in shipping right now, so we have to put whatever work we were planning on hold for this week. It's a little bit of a bummer right now because we're so close to finishing up this car and getting it on the track, but it is what it is because we can't control whether or not the shipping companies lose our packages. It is a bit frustrating, but we'll live. So instead of working on the car today, I figured we'd talk about what our schedule is going to look like for this year, all the races we plan to make for sure, and all the races that we would like to make, but need to make sure that we have funding and everything covered for it. Our season starts strong in May here with 3 dates on the schedule, starting with May 4th, May 18th, and then Sunday, May 26th. There's 2 dates for us in June, one on the 8th and one on the 29th, and then one in July on July 20th. 2 more dates in August on the 10th and the 31st, and then one final race in October landing on the 5th. Now there's a couple major changes to the CNS schedule from the previous years that left a lot of people confused. The main one was removing legends from both nights of the 4th of July events, so we did end up losing 2 dates there. And then they changed the Legend Invasion from running a Saturday Sunday show to now it's just being a Saturday show. My hope is that they're going to up the pay for it since they're knocking off that second day, but truthfully I don't see that happening, so we did lose that date right there for that Sunday. But everything else on the schedule seems to be pretty much the same. Now we're not 100% sure yet if we're going to make that last day in May or that first weekend in June, just because we have a couple things going on behind the scenes that require our attention, and we're not sure if we'll be able to fit in those race weekends, but we are only going to miss one of them if we do miss one at all. Now there are a couple more tracks that I'd like to race at if we can make it happen for this year. One of them being Highway 92 Raceway up in Gearing, Nebraska. They have a couple of races that are double point and double features for us in the Legend cars. So I think it'd be really cool if we can make a trip up there 1 or 2 weekends out of the year and just run those double features. And then another track we've been hoping to make work is actually I-25 Speedway down in Pueblo, Colorado. There's been a handful of rumors that they may open up this year, and even our league president is saying that if they do open, they are gonna open for the weekends that we have open on our schedule right now, which isn't leaving a whole lot of dates for the year, but it is better than nothing if we are able to get them to open because they are significantly closer in location to us than Colorado National Speedway is. So it will be a shorter travel distance, but I'm sure that the pay won't be nearly as good for that track, so we'll have to cut that part as a loss. And then one final race that we really want to try to make it to, even though it's technically not until next year, is going to be the Chili Willie down in Tucson, Arizona at Tucson Speedway. The Chili Willie is typically the first INX point event for the year for these Legend cars. It's usually about a 3-day run for them. Next year it's going to be January 16th through the 19th, with the 16th being the practice day, and then 17, 18, 19 being all the event days. So if we're able to get all of our funding together and make the trip down there to Tucson, then we will with this car. But only time will tell. That's almost a year away. That's about 9 months away right now. So we're going to work on trying to make sure that we can make that. But if it doesn't work out, it is what it is. But that's pretty much what our 2024 racing season looks like for the year. Obviously there's a couple of changes from the previous year. Last year we didn't run as many races as we're planning on this year, but that's just a product of the timing and other rainout events that we may have had last year. So we are going to plan on making as many as we can this year, but as with every other schedule in racing, our schedule is subject to change, and we'll try to make sure that we post on our socials or even post here on YouTube whether or not we're going to make a race. So we try and keep everyone informed, but we are going to try and make all of them as best as we can and make the best running that we can for the year. And hopefully by the next video, all the parts that we have on order right now shows up and is no longer lost in shipping. We're going to keep our fingers crossed and hope that we can finish up this car on time. But that's all I've got for you guys today. I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one.
Guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to